Hello and welcome. You've joined us on Too Sharp, where we get you the top market as well as business news. When we talk about Indian markets, it was clearly a very weak day where fear psychosis really gripped the market and bears were in complete control. Sensex plunged over 1,000 points, Nifty lost over 300 points in trading session, and none of the pockets were really spared. There was an across-the-board sell-off as well as weakness in the market. It was a combination of several global as well as Indian factors. First, talking about the economic and macro concerns of the Indian economy, well, the trade deficit data really widening to highest level did spook the market, apart from the ongoing concern on the downgrade on the earnings, and that is what is also causing some bit of consolidation. Analysts expect this consolidation to really continue till the right market value and valuation because of the earnings downgrade is really found by the market. On the other hand, in global factors, there's a big event we are staring at, which is the Federal Reserve's rate cut that is being expected by the market of about 25 basis points, and that is watched out for very, very closely. It is happening on 17th and 18th of December, and markets will be keenly looking at a rate cut, which is extremely important for easing liquidity and also attracting global funds on the Indian markets. Now, when we talk about other global factors, well, China has been a big worry, has been impacting and weakening the sectors like metal, energy, etc. And their slower than expected consumption data did not come as a good factor for the market to really react to. So that is also an added pressure coming into the Indian market, apart from the other weak global cues and a strong dollar not being a good news for the Indian market. So a composition of several factors really putting pressure and adding weakness to the Indian market and seeing sell-off today. When we talk about the big news of the day from the corporate world, it is ITC's announcement of the demerger of hotel business from 1st of Jan. Now, this announcement was in the waiting for quite some time, and in an otherwise very weak market, ITC still stood tall and ended in the green today because of this one announcement. Other important details is that the hotel business will be separately a listed entity by the end of FY25, the company has said. And earlier, remember, the company had already stated that 40% of the hotel business will still be held by ITC Limited, and on the other hand, 60% will be directly held by the shareholders of the company. Now, why this particular restructuring is because of value unlocking of the hospitality business, which, remember, has surged in the post-COVID era with revenge travel and hospitality really do well. On the other hand, it's also the choice to the investors of ITC on whether or not to stay in the cigarette business, and also de-risking from the various concerns which come from the sin sector, like the cigarette business and also the ESG compliance aspects. So those are some of the important reasons because of which ITC had decided to really go for this particular restructuring exercise. On the other hand, remember what really changes for ITC as a listed counter from 1st of January. It is going to reflect only some of the part value of 40% of the business of hotel hospitality business from 1st of January, when the hotel business will be demerged. Second, from 1st of January onwards, every financials will not consolidate or will stop to consolidate the hotel business performance because it's only 40% held by ITC. So those are the two important aspects to watch out for the ITC shareholders. And remember, British American Tobacco's shares in the hotel business could be up for sale, and that will have an impact on the newly listed entity of the hotel business of ITC when it lists separately on two counts. First, it will really enhance the market float of the shares with the sale of shares by BAT, and on the other hand, till the share sale takes place, it could really compress the kind of value unlocking or the upside to the stock price as well could have an impact. On the other hand, for the long-term view of ITC, with the hotel business finalized as a demerged entity from 1st of January, will ITC take the plunge in other two big businesses and of higher scale, which is the FMCG business as well as the IT business? Remember, their large FMCG business will be a big consumption stock as a separate entity, and the ITC shareholders could be really watching out for more value unlocking going forward. With that, it's a wrap on to Sharp.